Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I've done a video. It's just been a crazy year. So I'm doing a new video for my channel. I just kind of share a bit of insight on what I'm doing. This is my Jeep, or SUV, depending on where you are. It's a manufactured 2004, but actually registered in Ireland in 2007. It's a 2.7 liter Mercedes diesel engine, transmission, driveline essentially. Like I said, I've had this a year. Just because of the way last year went, I haven't actually been able to service it. Now, it hasn't been serviced since before I got it, and I'll show you on the sticker here that the last guy put. And as you can see there, last serviced 2018, exactly. What are we? 3 years ago? 4 years ago? So it's definitely due one. So it was April 2019, or 207,000 kilometers. Well, I have definitely noticed that. I don't know if you can see it here. So 249,859 kilometers have been put on this. I had got it when it was only 199,000 on the clock, so I pretty much put 50,000 K on this thing since I've gotten it with no oil change. I should never do that if you can help it. But surprisingly, no problems, no oil burning, no oil leaking. So God only knows what's going on inside. So I'm going to show you everything from essentially the oil change, filter change. I'm actually going to take the pan off and have a look inside the pan to see what sort of mess is in there, as well as take the siphon tube off, show you what that looks like, and clean that so that it actually better flow of oil going through the engine. Never seen an engine light engine lights come on, but that's for other issues. But I've never seen the oil light come on, oil level, anything to do with the oil. That's never come on. So I just kind of wonder. Shows you how these Mercedes engines are in regards to the abuse they can take. So let me just get set up here, and I will bring you back in a minute. All right. Okay. So here's where I am. I'm just in underneath the Jeep here. Looking at it, looks like there is a separate plate on the bottom of the sump that can actually come out. You can see that there. Just there. My finger is there. There's got a little plate there. There's the sump screw. Yeah, I did notice that there is a bit of leaking. As you can see there, it's a bit wet, but it hasn't actually leaked enough to be noticeable on the ground. So just give me a sec there. I will just grab my tools and we will get the oil out of this thing. Okay. Bloody hell. That hasn't come off in a while. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, just going to go up top and open up the oil cap so that it'll kind of flow faster. So in case you're ever wondering, the engines on the 2.7 hold is it 8 or 8.5 liters of oil. I'm just actually looking at this. See it there? That's actually looking pretty thick, so it definitely hasn't been done in a while. Okay, so I'm going to take the skid plate off. I need to get full access to that tray that's up there, so I can get into the siphon tube and get that cleaned up. Back in a sec. Okay, so I've had to scrap the whole taking the pan off because there's a lot more work involved, and I just don't have the the patience or anything to do it at this moment. So I'm just going to do the oil and change the filter. I would like to get the pickup done, but I have to drop the front drive shaft or front axle, link bar. It's just going to take a lot longer than I am going to put into it today. So yeah, so I'm just going to get everything back together and get the oil in. I have brake pads I need to do anyway, so I'll get that done. I'll finished. Ooh, that's not sounding too good. Yeah, alright, let's take you up top. Yeah, so as I was saying there, I'm not going to do the sump today, so I just put everything back on underneath. So I'm just going to do the filter, which is that guy back in here, that guy there, and put oil into it, and do the brake pads, and I'll probably do a little bit on the light system I have. So I need to move that rack forward so I can get those lights to point down, as well as I'm putting a solar shower onto it, which is actually going to wrap from this end all the way up to the front, across the front, and then back down the other side. So it'll hold, what is it? There's like 12 gallons, so it's 120. I don't think it'd even be 120 liters, 112 liters or something like that. give or take a bit. So that's kind of the plan, as well as lights on the back there, so you can see one of the brackets there, which I'm going to tie into the reverse lights for when I'm parking the trailer up at night. There's no lights here. As well as I'm going to eventually wire in a switch from the inside so that I can actually turn them on while I'm parked up for a bit of light at the back. So I'm going to find somewhere to put you and continue on with this. Okay. Now, if you guys don't have a oil wrench, you can use an old belt, like the fabric belt, or like a bit of strap like this. And if you take it, loop it around like that, loop that around like that, you'll be able to actually put that there around the filter and tighten it up, and you can use it as a wrench or a means of actually loosening it off. So let me just put this onto here. Disconnect the vacuum for a second because it's kind of in the way. There it is. So that's out of the way now. Remember to put that back on when you're done. Put that into there. So it's tightened, so flip it over to loosen. Take a couple goes at this. See something stand on here. Gonna move the other way for a sec. Yeah, managed to get it. Had to change the angle of attack. As you can see, I've got it going down underneath. I don't have a wheel arch liner on this, so kind of made it a bit easier just to pull it down and so we can take that off. Now I can just take the rest of it off in the hand here. Yeah, she's coming out. Move this without making a mess. There. Alright, back in a sec. Yeah. You can see how disgusting that is. quickly so you can see what the filter is like. It is absolutely disgusting. So you can see there. That is just nasty. So I just have to make sure I change it more often. This is actually my first time changing one of these filters that has a cartridge. So that's what it looks like for this one. Yeah, so that goes down into there. So it's clipped onto there. And now they give you new O-rings, which obviously the other ones may perish at some point or break or go out of shape. So the other one there kind of goes a bit flat as well. So I need to take the flathead screwdriver just to kind of pull the old washer off. Come on. It's slippery with the oil. There you go, old one up. Throw that away. And then slip the new one on. That's that. Now just stick it back in again. Just do that. Yeah. That on there. And grab the other end. this on. So now let's just put the oil back in. So if you're like myself and you do a lot of servicing, depending on your local parts store, you can actually get large drums. Like big 20-liter drums of oil. So like you'd easily get like 2 or 3 cars out of it, depending on size of engine and all that. Now I did that. I did my ex-wife's Jeep. She has a Santa Fe 2.2 liter, and I think that was 7 liters easily to do hers. Did my girlfriend's, hers is a 1.6 liter, and hers was to get it up to the fill line, I think it was 4 3/4 of a liter. This is a 2.7, and it is, I say 8 liters in about. I'll put the specs up on the video here, and you can see how much the different cars take. So out of 20 liters, I'm getting three oil changes. Now this one I may have to get a little bit more, depending on how it goes. Yeah, and what was left in this barrel, I just happened to get 8 liters. So I'll see if I need any more after I put this in. Because it's not trying to push sludge around, I should actually feel a lot more pickup in it. did the air filter already. And next time I'm going to try and do another change this year, just because it's been so long. It's because it's a high mileage engine, you should be doing it a bit more often anyway. So I'm looking at getting a second one of these for parts, but I have a project in mind for the body and chassis when I'm done. I've mentioned it a few times on a couple of the forums I'm on, and everybody there is like, oh, that'll be cool, want to see that when it's done. So when I get around to actually getting it, I will post pictures. Now I'm going for the same body style as this one. This one is a 5-door with opening rear window, and I'm looking at another 5-door with opening rear window, but it'll be a commercial 2-seater, whereas this one is a commercial crew cab, so I can carry 4 passengers with me in this one. So it'll be an interesting project in the end. So that's the end of that 20-liter jug, and now that empty jug gives me a jug for the next fill to put the waste oil in, and then try and find somewhere who will take it. So now, dipstick. So there's my dipstick. Top of it was broke, so I just kind of did a job and stuck a screw into it so I can at least have a handle. This is Kate. Yeah, it does look black, but it has been changed, so it's fresh oil in it. Just because there's obviously a lot of residue in there. So 8 liters did the job. Now this back on. Fire it up. Get anything out of there that doesn't need to be in there. Make the screwdriver wherever that went to. There it is. Yeah, let's see if there's a difference. that's it for the service. Like I said, it's not the service I was wanting to do, but it's fresh oil, fresh filter, and that was badly needed. So I'm going to see if I can't get my hands on a hoist so that I can actually do the proper service. And we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple other things. So I'm going to leave this for this video. I'm going to do another video now for the brake pads, and I've also got one that I have to replace one of the wheel studs on the back wheel. So that will be a quick short video, but fairly decent and handy enough that anybody can do. You don't need special tools or anything for it. So okay, see you in a minute.